In the beginning of the story, a boat is seen, which is slowly moving forward with the help of the river. A man named Andy is driving this boat. He is traveling with his wife and his little girl in this boat. Then he sees a family by the river. Andy waves at them, but the man there shows Andy a gun because he doesn't want Andy to reach them. Actually, this world is not like our world. Now the world has completely changed, where a virus has spread that affects the human brain. In 48 hours, a human becomes an animal, a zombie. Andy moves forward with his family from here. Andy's wife is very worried because their food supply is running out. Andy convinces his wife that everything will be fine. When Andy sees a broken boat in the water, he goes inside it, where he gets food to eat. Then he realizes that there is something in the cabin that has been built there. But before that thing comes out, Andy takes the food and drinks and reaches his houseboat, where his wife is very happy to see all the stuff. Andy says that now they have food for 2 to 3 months. But Andy's wife wants him to bring more necessities. That's why she goes inside the boat without telling Andy. And when she comes out with the stuff, something pulls her inside the boat. After that, when Andy sees his wife in his houseboat, he sees that her leg is completely injured. Seeing this, he gets scared. Andy's wife wants him to get off the boat and go somewhere, because she is also infected with this virus. But Andy doesn't want that. He says that there are many such creatures in this water, about which they do not know. Something has bitten her. Andy's wife says that it was fingers, meaning it was a zombie. Andy is very sad about this. He tells his wife that she has 48 hours. By then, he will take her to a doctor. Although his wife does not want this, Andy does not want to lose his wife at any cost. That's why he leaves his houseboat. He decides to go to the doctor by road. He finds a lot of cars on the road, from which he takes one and goes ahead. But after going a little far, Andy's wife starts getting sick, meaning the effect of the virus is now on her, and after a while, she will become a zombie. Andy's wife wants Andy to get her off the car so that Andy and his daughter can stay safe, but Andy doesn't want that. He somehow convinces her and puts her back in the car. And when he is moving forward, a zombie comes in front of his car, because of which he completely loses balance and the car has an accident. In this accident, a log pierces Andy's wife's stomach, which means she is going to die in a while. Andy is also very hurt, which makes him unconscious. And when he comes to his senses, he sees that his wife's body is completely infected. That is, she has become fully zombie. But before losing all her senses, she has written "Save her" on the door, meaning she has asked her husband to save their daughter. Andy pushes his little daughter from behind, and then his wife bites him on the hand. Andy somehow gets his daughter out of the car. He is completely broken because he has lost his wife. And in 48 hours, the virus will spread through his body too. He doesn't know who will take care of his daughter after that. Andy sets an alarm for 48 hours in his car. Then he sees a man there who came toward his car. When Andy goes to him, he sees that the man is completely infected. He picks up a log. Then a girl comes there whose name is Thumi. She is an Aboriginal girl, one of the indigenous people of Australia. She tells Andy not to harm her father. Actually, the infected man is her father. She has tied her father's mouth so that he cannot bite anyone. The girl cuts her hand and puts her blood on a tree. After seeing this, the infected father goes to the tree and starts licking the blood. In this way, she gives direction to her father. Wherever she puts her blood, her father goes there. Andy also leaves from here with his daughter. When he is going on the road, he sees a streetlight turned on. Andy understands that there is someone inside. This is a school. Andy goes inside the school where a lady is sitting. She puts ointment on Andy's wound and tells him that he can stay there tonight. When Andy stays there at night, he sees some Aboriginal people outside setting fire. There is a lady among them making loud noises. Thumi is the same girl who met Andy and had taken her father, who had become a zombie. That lady is her mother, who is looking for her daughter, Thumi. On the other side, Thumi is shown burying her father in the ground to hide him. She knows that if people see her father, they will kill him because the Aboriginal people are killing all infected people. Thumi loves her father very much and wants to save him. Andy starts leaving the next morning. He can't stay long because he will soon get infected, and he can't leave his daughter with this lady because she is sick and will die soon. Before Andy leaves, the lady shows him a photo of Thumi and her father. She tells Andy that Thumi loves her father very much, and if he wants to give his daughter another chance, he should find her and give her to Thumi. Andy leaves. When he goes ahead, he sees a car, but before he sits, someone shoots. He sees a man lying, but actually, he didn't shoot. He shot a zombie behind Andy. He tells Andy that after hearing the bullet sound, many infected will come. He asks Andy to get him out because he is trapped under a big cylinder. Andy pulls the cylinder away and both leave. The man, whose name is Vic, takes Andy to his house, where his wife is also there. This house is safe from zombies. Then Vic takes Andy to a place where Andy sees infected people around a cage. Vic says they have to kill them, and the two begin hunting them. When they're done, Andy sees a girl trapped inside the cage. Andy asks Vic what this is. Vic tells him that they can't catch fish without bait. He kills infected people and takes their valuable items to use when the world becomes normal. Andy feels very bad, but Vic tells him not to think about this girl, but think about his daughter. Vic has also imprisoned an old tribal man in another cage. At night, Andy leaves his daughter to take care of her and goes out because he wants to kill himself. Vic's wife comes and tells him not to do this. She says Andy thinks his daughter is safe here, but she isn't. Vic isn't her husband. He killed her real husband. She tells Andy he must take his daughter somewhere else and asks how many hours he has. Andy says 20 hours. He says he saw a family by the river and will take her there before they leave. Vic arrives and locks Andy in the cage where Thumi is imprisoned. Thumi was scared of Andy before, but Andy tells her not to be afraid. Now they must escape. Andy ties a piece of meat to a chain on the cage door. He throws the meat away. All the infected jump on the meat and start pulling the chain, opening the door. Thumi and Andy run away and reach Vic's house where Andy's daughter is. He calls Lauren, Vic's wife, and takes his daughter, but Vic wakes up. Before he can shoot Andy, Lauren comes in between and gets shot, dying instantly. Andy, his daughter, and Thumi run away. Vic follows them, but they hide and he turns back. Next morning, Thumi goes to the tree where she had left her father. She sees that he is stuck in a tree with wood around him. He has died. Thumi is broken. Andy tries to console her, but she refuses to listen. Andy wants to take her to the riverbank where he saw the family. Thumi refuses to come. Andy leaves with his daughter. When he checks his watch, he sees only 9 hours left. He starts vomiting and becomes unconscious. When he wakes, Thumi is carrying his daughter. She now wants to protect the baby. She takes Andy toward the river. following the jungle paths. Andy reaches the place where he saw the family. The leader of that family has a zombie biting his neck. He will turn soon. He shows Andy a gun and says it has 6 bullets, 4 for his family. He says Andy can also use it on himself and his daughter. Andy forbids him, but the man says he cannot leave his family in this world. Andy leaves, and soon he hears 3 gunshots. The man kills his family and himself. Andy picks up the gun, which still has 2 bullets. Then, Thumi finds a bag in the family's tent and sees the same photo the lady had shown Andy earlier. Thumi and her father. Thumi's trust in Andy grows. She asks Andy to come with her to her people. Andy agrees. She shows smoke and says her people are there. They walk through a railway tunnel and see Vic ahead. Vic hasn't seen them. Andy hides his daughter and Thumi in a car and stands in line with the zombies Vic has tied up. Vic kills zombies one by one. When he reaches Andy, Andy pulls out his revolver and tries to kill him. They fight. Vic takes the revolver and shoots Andy. He goes to the car, pulls Thumi out, and throws her on the truck, injuring her. She becomes unconscious. Vic picks up Andy's daughter. Andy comes and asks for his daughter. Vic says Andy took Lauren from him, so he will take his daughter. Andy tells him that Lauren was never his. Vic realizes this and returns Andy's daughter. Thumi, Andy, and the baby move forward, but Thumi struggles because her head is wounded. Andy motivates her. Andy has another stroke, but hears his daughter's voice and continues. Soon, he falls and tells Thumi to promise she will take care of his daughter. Thumi promises. Andy knows his time has come. He kisses his daughter and asks Thumi for a box with a hand-binding handle. Meanwhile, Thumi's tribe is killing zombies and burning them, causing smoke. Andy comes out through the smoke with Thumi and the baby tied to his back. He has given Thumi a piece of meat, knowing zombies will follow it. Wherever Thumi directs the meat, Andy walks that way. In this way, they reach the tribe, a safe place. Thumi holds Andy's hand. Even though he has now completely turned into a zombie, Andy had put something in his mouth so he wouldn't bite anyone. The tribesmen kill Andy with a spear. Thumi and her mother take Andy's daughter. They bury Andy with full respect, just like Thumi's father. The movie ends here.